Alright, this is take two. Mr. Megan's back there. Okay, so we are just going to do a quick little monthly's favorites. I haven't done a video in a while, mostly because I can't find my camera. I have no idea where it went. It is just MIA. No one that I live with knows where it is. So it's gone. I'm sure it's in a box somewhere. I'm sure it got packed back up somehow. So weird. With this lighting, you can really see the scar in my lip. That's kind of bizarre. Okay. So this is going to be a monthly favorites video. This is kind of, we're just going to say it's for April. It's kind of for the entire first half of the year. But honestly, we'll just call this April favorites. So one thing I did leave out entirely on this is foundation and complexion, like foundation and primer and powder like that, because I just posted up a blog post of my favorite four vegan and cruelty-free foundations. I will link to that in the down bar below so that you guys can check that out, because that blog post is kind of a little more thorough than it would be if I just threw in a favorites video. So yeah, we are going to start with body products and then move through cosmetics. The first thing, well, I guess body and skincare are one category to me in my head. So I have the Pacifica Essential Makeup Removing Wipes, and these are the Jasmine and Coconut Water ones. I usually keep these in my gym bag because I will go straight from work to the gym, and I don't want to work at my makeup because it, you know, breaks me out. Also, people are super judgy when you have on makeup, which, whatever. I have worked out in my makeup because if I don't have a wipe, I'm not going to skip my workout. But I don't like to work out with makeup on because I will break out really, really bad. I'm actually pretty broken out right now because I tried a new foundation. So that was a no. I have also been using Body Wise. Actually, I even forgot to mention, I use these with the mascara Melt Off from Too Faced, and this is like a match made in heaven. Holy crap. This takes off my mascara. This takes off everything else. So, yes, this is amazing if you haven't used this yet. What I will say, take out your contacts first, for the love of God. If it gets on your contacts, it is a pain in the butt to get off of your contacts, just because it's an oil-based cleanser. But I am all about that. Then I also have my Momoko Theurapetics Digestive Balancing Oil. This helps a lot with just like the weird stomach aches I get, but then I also had food poisoning very, very recently and was reminded of how amazing this really is. So yeah, this was actually custom blended for me by Momoko Therapeutics. The founder of that company is amazing. They're on Etsy. I will link to them in the down bar below, actually. Also, I don't know what my hair is doing, so just like go with it. I cut it off, if you can't tell, and it's just a little crazy now. But yeah, so I will link to that in the down bar below. This stuff is fantastic. I use 1 pump of it and just like massage it into my stomach, and it feels so much better. And then I have been using the First Aid Beauty Cleansing Body Polish with Active Charcoal. I use this from head to toe. I will use it on my face as a mask and just wash it off. Don't use it as a face scrub. But this is fantastic because I get little breakouts right here from right where my sports bra sits. It's annoying, but it happens. And this has made a huge, huge difference in that. That has been reduced drastically. And when I do get breakouts on my back now, they're not nearly as severe as they were before. So that is the best. I also use it before I self-tan, and I use it before I shave my legs and my arms, because I shave my arms too. I'm a weirdo. Then getting into more makeup here. I didn't really know where I wanted to go. Let's do brushes. I have been using the Real Techniques cheek brush. As you can tell by the side of it that's covered in blush, I actually used it today. What I like about it is it's relatively precise for the size. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be giant and fluffy, but it's actually relatively precise. So it's nice for putting on your blush. You get really good, like, precision pigmented application. It's really good. And then there is the Bdellium Tools 942. This is just an angled brush, and I've been using this for my contouring, and I like it a lot, actually, more than I expected to, because I don't typically like brushes that are angled like this, but I think just because of the density and the size of it, it's really perfect for what I wanted it for. And then the Makeup Forever 242 Wavy. I have been using this for my transition color to blend out my crease. I don't use it for my crease color, but I do use it for my transition color, and I'm a huge fan of it. And as you guys know, those 3 are all synthetic brushes. 2 of them are actually bamboo bristles, and 1 is a Taklon. Then I have a couple of lip favorites. You guys know I love the Colourpop Lippie sticks. I have Feminist, which is the top one. Super fantastic dark color. Super sad because I'm pretty sure this one has been discontinued, but it's okay. We will find other dark lipsticks like the other 5 I have in the drawer. As If, which is one of the new La Creme mattes. The formula on these are amazing. If you haven't stopped by an Ulta or Macy's to try them out, please do, because they feel amazing. And that's this one down here. And then the one that I actually have on my lips, and then is the middle swatch there, is Clueless, and this is a classic La Creme formula. And just a really classic frosty pink. It's like so 90s, it's ridiculous. It definitely reminds me of Cher from Clueless. So I'm a big fan of that one. And the last random little guy I have here is You Know Who Highlight from Brija Cosmetics, which is kind of funny because we just watched The Goblet of Fire last night, and you cannot see the swatch, but it's there on my hand, and yeah, this is like the perfect pale girl highlight. I'm obsessed with that. I have been using the e.l.f. contour palette. I got this a while back, and I have been using this. It has a fantastic huge mirror, but we're going to cover that up. I don't really use the highlight shades, but I am a fan of the contour shades, but be warned, this one is really, really pigmented, and I have made that mistake more than once where I was like, oh, it's not going to be that pigmented, and then I was like, uh-oh. So the rest of the colors in the palette I will not say are that pigmented, but that darkest shade is dark. So then, of course, chocolate bonbons. Mine unfortunately smells like a weird mixture of sweet peach and chocolate because I stored this with my sweet peach palette, and it's a weird smell now. But the more I use it, the more it goes back to smelling like chocolate. But I actually have this on my eyes today. I have pretty much the 3 light pink colors: Sprinkles, Cotton Candy, and Totally Fetch. Then I have Cashew Chew as my transition color, and I have Infinity as my brow highlight. So I love this palette. I wear this all the time now, and I actually really do like it a lot better than my Naked palette, because a lot of the time the warm neutrals in the Naked palette make me look tired, and that one does not. Oh, I just bumped the lipstick. It's gonna be everywhere. And then the last couple of favorites are actually food-based favorites. The first one is sadly empty, and we'll be going in for an empties video, but probably not, actually. I don't ever do empties for food, but this is the Gamma Labs GFUEL. This is the Fazeberry flavor. This is definitely my favorite flavor. I have the pineapple now, and I'm really sad that the Fazeberry is gone because this one was so good. I just didn't realize how good it was until it was gone. And then the very last favorite this month is going to be this guy. This is the Dream Immunity Vanilla Chai flavor, and I don't know why I'm struggling so hard with this whole like mirrored thing, but this is the Dream Immunity Vanilla Chai flavor. Now, what this is a powdered mix, and it is geared towards like anti-inflammatory like diets, which anybody can eat anti-inflammatory. It has a lot of really good things in it. It's raw, it's vegan, it's gluten-free, soy-free, non-GMO. It has lucuma fruit, yacon root, cacao bean, turmeric root, just all kinds of good stuff in there for helping with inflammation in the body. I actually specifically tried this because I have some sort of immune disorder. I don't know if it is lupus or if it's one of like 8 bajillion different things. They haven't really made up their mind on what exactly it is. But in the meantime, I'm going to do things to adjust my diet to make it easier for me. And this has been fantastic. I actually really, really like this warm with just like cashew milk by itself is like something before bed, and it just tastes delicious. Or I will mix it with warm coffee and milk and make like a kind of like a coffee latte. I don't know, flavored coffee. I don't know what to call it. But that's probably one of my favorite ways to eat it. And it just, it's actually very, very soluble, but it does dissolve better in warm liquids. So if you're having a hard time with getting it to dissolve, put it in something warm. But it actually tastes really, really good. It tastes like chai, and I like chai, so I think it comes in some other flavors, but I don't remember what they are off the top of my head. Now, if you want to try this, the exciting thing is I do have an extra one that I can give away. This one was actually sent to me from Content Boulevard. Like, basically it came directly from the company, but it's through a website where you can find things you actually want to try. And they sent me an extra one to give away. So I was super excited about that, and I want to give it to somebody else who would want to try it. You don't have to have like immune disorders to enjoy anti-inflammatory drink mixes and anti-inflammatory diets because if you live basically anywhere but in the middle of nowhere, your air quality is enough to kind of need some anti-inflammatories in your life. So if you want to try this, just comment below with something you love this month. Don't put enter me, don't do anything like that, or it's not even gonna, I'm just gonna delete those comments. So just tell me something you've been loving this month or something you're excited about for summer. And we'll probably just run this giveaway through like the end of May or something. I don't know. I'll put rules below. I have no idea. Did this on the fly. So yeah. That is my monthly favorites for April. I'm making sure I didn't miss anything. Those are my monthly favorites for April. And then if you are interested in getting this guy for yourself, as you can see, he's still sealed. Just comment below with something you loved last month or what you're excited about for summer. And I will talk to you guys soon. I've already kind of started paying attention to what my monthly favorites are going to be for May. And I will link to that blog post below about my favorite foundations. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.